Hello friends, welcome to my channel Prachi Style. Today we'll be reviewing a fragrance from Zara called as Rose Gourmand Nectar. So this is a 30 ml bottle which I've purchased in the EDP version for 1050 rupees from a Zara store in Ahmedabad. And this is the latest version for Rose Gourmand, which was launched last year. They have the OG Rose Gourmand as well, but I like this one better because of that honey sweet note which they've added to the OG Rose Gourmand. I really like that about this fragrance, and it's a very rose dominant, sweet, a bit jammy rose with caramel and saffron, so it overall gives that gourmand edible vibe. And it does smell very cozy and like cafes, but when you're smelling rose along with it, so I like that about this fragrance. I also usually like fragrances with pear and honey, saffron. I also liked Elisab, which I recently purchased. So it also has a honey note to it, and if the note is done pretty well, it smells beautiful. In this case, also it smells so beautiful with the blend of pear and saffron and honey, rose, which is really very desirable, and it's ideal for winters and evenings or parties. So I really enjoy this fragrance. So this people have voted on Fragrantica that this smells just like Lancome's Idol Nectar. So it's the latest release, I think, from Lancome, and Lancome is a very high-end designer fragrance brand. So I would really be curious to know the comparison. If you have Lancome Idol Nectar, please do let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about this one? Does it smell similar to Lancome's Idol Nectar? I have tried Lancome's La Vie Belle, but I didn't try this one yet. I like that actually, Lancome's La Vie Belle. It's one of my favorite fragrances, and this one I'll try just because I like Rose Gourmand, so maybe it's worth trying. But I would be comparing a few other fragrances which are rose dominant with you today, and just let me quickly share the notes with you. So the notes for this fragrance are of rose, pear and caramel. So the top note is of pear, middle note is of rose, and the base note, or the dry down notes are of caramel. But when I tried it on for the first time, you smell rose first. There's a burst of rose fragrance along with note of honey somehow. I'm not sure, they have not mentioned it. Maybe it's the caramel, but you definitely smell honey, saffron, and such sweet notes in it. And it really blends well on the first spray itself. Then as soon as the first spray dries down, you smell a bit of pear followed by caramel rosy dry down. And people have said that it's a beast mode fragrance, but for me I thought that it's a normal fragrance, normal performance, like other fragrances from Zara. So for me it lasted on my skin for around 3.5 hours, and I really enjoyed the fragrance. Even the dry down was amazing. So which is expected from Zara's fragrances. I really like that about Zara fragrances, that at least it lasts for long. For you to judge it, judge a dry down, you will also love to wear it because of its longevity. You don't have to reapply it many times, which becomes a bit tedious sometimes and also inconvenient. So I like Zara fragrances because they are quite long lasting. So let me just quickly compare it with a few other fragrances. So firstly, the fragrance which came to my mind when I tried this was Covered in Roses from Bath and Body Works. So I thought I'll just check if this smells similar to this. But no, actually, it's the same DNA, but covered in roses, has a deep dark rose, and it has sweet notes, but it's not jammy, or it's not spicy like the Rose Gourmand one, because it has notes of saffron and caramel. So covered in roses doesn't have a caramel gourmand character to it, so it's not same as covered in roses. It's the same DNA. Also, I thought that I should compare it with Fashionably London from Zara's olfactive range. So I had purchased this a few months back, and I thought that this is also a rose dominant fragrance. So I just wanted to compare it with this one. But in this fragrance, the notes are of bergamot, rose, and musk. So this fragrance is more musky, and it is also citrus like pear. So this has bergamot, this has pear. Both of them have fresher notes to it, but somehow Fashionably London has a woody scent to it, which this lacks. This doesn't have woody notes in Rose Gourmand Nectar. So in this, it's a totally different vibe with the use of sandalwood. Maybe I can smell sandalwood a bit in this, even on the dry down in Fashionably London. But in Rose Gourmand, there are no woody notes at all. So it's just pure caramel which settles on the skin. So I think this is the first gourmand fragrance which I've ever purchased. I really don't like gourmand fragrances usually, but I like this one a lot. Also, there's one more comparison. So it's the Love Explosion from Zara, which was a special edition perfume. And actually, Love Explosion is quite close to Bath and Body Works Covered in Roses. So I thought that it must be similar to Rose Gourmand Nectar. But no, in Love Explosion also, you have the deep rose with some musky woody notes, which is not the case for Rose Gourmand. It doesn't have, Love Explosion doesn't have any gourmand notes to it, and it's a totally different kind of a fragrance. The DNA is same for Rose. It's the same DNA. If you layer any of these fragrances together, you'll definitely get a beautiful fragrance. It's from the same DNA, but it's different because this is more gourmand fragrance, and this has some woody musky notes to it. So none of them are same as Rose Gourmand Nectar, which I initially thought they would be. So I thought I should just share the comparison with you. So overall, I really loved Rose Gourmand Nectar, and I'll highly recommend for those of you who like gourmand, rosy, flowery, a bit sweet fragrances. You'll definitely love this one. Do try it and let me know in the comment section below if you like it. If you like the videos that I create, please do consider to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Until the next video, goodbye everyone.